Well, let's get started on your back. So go ahead and lie down and bring your feet together and let your knees in. And I sent around a playlist. It is not a hip hop playlist. It's more of like an electronic music playlist. So if that's not your vibe this morning, you could always pick something else that we've used in the past, or really listen to whatever you want to, if anything. Joel's going to listen to the sound of the waves crashing on the beach. We're going to listen to the birds chirping outside and probably a garbage truck going by at some point.
Garbage truck so much? I'm like 8 times a week, I don't understand.
We are producing a lot of garbage these days.
It's true.
Maybe some reggaeton as their neighbor's hotbox in their cars. Although that usually happens on a Tuesday night, not a Saturday morning. I know, I kind of want to go out there too, and they do that. It sounds really fun.
Let me in.
So hopefully y'all are either laughing at my jokes or just completely ignoring me and instead focusing on your breath. I really like starting class with just some stillness, because sometimes it takes a little bit, especially for me, to just switch gears into doing yoga and getting ready to move. Especially if I'm feeling really tired and maybe I don't necessarily want to move, but I feel like I should. It can be helpful to just lie down for a minute. So maybe start to breathe a little bit deeper, a little bit more steady. And then start to move a little bit, so start to wiggle your fingers and toes. You might place both hands to rest somewhere on your body. So just like you would coming out of Shavasana, you're starting to breathe a little bit more. Plant your feet on the floor. And hug your knees into your chest. You might rock a little side to side, maybe even front to back. And you'll eventually find your way up to a seat. And you'll cross your ankles and come right into tabletop. So we'll start moving through cat-cow right away. And if you are listening to my playlist or any playlist, you can go ahead and press play here. So again, just this idea of waking up the body, starting to breathe a little bit. I'm just noticing how you're feeling. Cat-cow always feels a little bit different to me every time I come onto my mat, depending on what else I've been doing the day before, or if I'm sore from a workout, or if I'm just tired. So it just helps to notice maybe what parts of your body need a little bit more attention today, or perhaps where your energy levels are. or even what's floating around your head. Maybe it's really hard to be present in your body if your mind is busy.
Bugs.
What?
Oh, flies.
We're all over the place over here.
Put it in my head.
Come back to a tabletop and we'll run through a couple rounds of cat-cow together. So on your inhale, dip your belly, reach the heart open for cow pose. And then exhale, round for cat, push the ground away. On your inhale, straighten the right leg, shoot it straight back. And then exhale, pull your right knee into your chest. On your inhale, shoot the right leg back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, tap the back of your right arm. Inhale to straighten the right leg. Exhale, twist just the knee to the left tricep. Pause here, make sure your upper body is shooting forward. It's just the leg that's moving. On your inhale, down dog split. So tuck your left toes, lift the right leg up and back. And then exhale, bend the right knee, peel the right hip open. Try to lift the right knee up a little bit higher. Take a breath in, and breath out, twist, right knee, left tricep. Once again, just the knee, and then gently slide the right knee down to the floor. So set the knee all the way down, and then spin the right shin in, spin the left heel down. We're in this really wide, supported side plank shape. Take a breath in. On your breath out, sit your hips all the way back and down. So you're in this seated tree pose shape. Side bend, left hand grabs left foot, right arm goes over your ear. Big side body stretch. And then as you lift up, take your left foot, step it outside the right leg. So you're crossing the legs, and then turn to the left. You can hug the left knee in. We're taking a twist, maybe plug the elbow outside the thigh. Inhale to lift a little bit taller. Exhale to twist a little bit more. And then as you unwind, right hand under your right shoulder, send the left leg back. We're coming back into that supported, really fallen triangle shape. So push into your right hand, lift the hips. Left arm over your ear, turn to face the floor. Come back to down dog. So right foot steps back. And then right away, shift forwards, high plank, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Untucking your toes, one cobra pose, heart goes forward, shoulders roll down. See if you can find a lift with your upper back instead of just pushing into the hands. Take a breath in. Child's pose on your breath out. Shift all the way back. Pause here for a moment. Reach the fingertips even further forward. Stretch, stretch, stretch under the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale for cat pose. Round your spine as you shift forwards. Inhale for cow, belly dips, heart goes forwards. And again, exhale for cat round. As you inhale, left leg goes straight back. Exhale, knee into your nose, scoop it in. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, left knee taps the left tricep. Inhale, go back. Exhale, twist, left knee, right tricep. See if you can twist with only the leg. On your inhale, down dog split. Tuck the right toes, lift the left leg up and back. And then exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Take a breath in. Again, twist, left knee, right tricep. See if you can twist only with the leg. Slide the left knee down, and then spin the left shin in. You're coming to that supported shape. Right arm sweeps up. Big inhale. Exhale, sit your hips all the way back and down. Side bend, right hand to your right foot, left arm over your ear. Just drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And then as you sit up, take the right foot with you, step it outside the left leg, setting up a twist, turn to the right. Right hand plants behind you, maybe you plug the elbow. Unwind the twist, left hand under your shoulder, straighten the right leg back to where it came from, and then push into your left hand, send the hips forwards, take a breath in, right arm over your ear, exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Inhale, high plank pose, and exhale, lower all the way down. Same thing, baby cobra, inhale, shoulders roll up, back and down as the chest reaches forwards. Get a little bit lighter in your hands. Take a breath in. Breath out, child's pose, push yourself all the way back. Pause here, reach the hands a little bit further forward, take an inhale. And exhale, round cat pose. Inhale, belly dips. And exhale, downward facing dog this time. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. You might pedal your heels out, you might sway the hips, whatever it is that you like to do here. And then let's add on, repeating what we did before, but leveling it up a little bit. Right leg lifts up and back. Right knee into your nose. Try to pull it in using the belly. Send it back, inhale. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Go up and back, inhale. Right knee, left tricep. See if you can twist only with the leg. Go up and back, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Air out that hip, lift the right knee up a little bit higher. Take a breath in. Again, twist, right knee, left tricep. This time you straighten the right leg, send it out to the left, and then spin your left heel down, lift the left arm up. You're in fallen triangle. Try to lift your hips up higher away from the floor if you can. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, sit your hips all the way down. Side bend, left hand to left foot, right arm over your ear. And then as you lift back up, take the left foot with you, step it outside the right leg. Go twisting again, left hand behind you. Inhaling. And exhaling, unwind it. Send the left leg back. We'll come back to fallen triangle. It's a lot on the wrist, so push down with the right hand, lift the hips, left arm rises. And then left arm over your ear. Listen, take the left hand down to the mat, cross the right ankle in front of the left. Right ankle in front of the left. Good. Look forward, step the right foot forwards. You're in a runner's lunge. Take a breath in. Forward fold, step forwards on your breath out. Soften the knees and take a ragdoll here. So grasp opposite elbows. And really let your head hang as heavy as it can go. Maybe sway a little bit side to side. And then release your hands to the floor. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand up, sweep your arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, push into your hands. Shift forwards, high plank, breath in. Chaturanga is your breath out. Upward facing, tops of the feet press, lift the knees. Downward facing dog. Second side, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee into your chest. Send it back, inhale. Left knee, left tricep. Inhale to go back. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Send it back, inhale. And bend the knee, open the hip. So create some space on the left side of your waist. Take a breath in. Exhale, back to that twist. See if you can twist just with the leg, and then shoot the left leg out, peel the right arm up, fallen triangle. It's like a side plank variation. One more breath in. Hips all the way down, right into a side bend. Grab the right foot, left arm over your ear. I like your nails. Say much better. My water bottle. Come back up, take the right foot with you, step it outside the left leg, twist to the right. Really bringing out the spine today. One more breath in. And breath out. Unwind it. Left hand under your shoulder. Shoot the right leg out. Coming back to fallen triangle. So push into your left hand, lift. Right arm sweeps over the ear, comes down to the floor. Left foot crosses in front of the right. Down dog, cross ankles. And then look forward, step the left foot forwards. Breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Ragdoll the opposite way you normally do it, so just switch the class. Soften your knees a little bit more, relax your head a little bit more. And then release your hands. Flat back, inhale. And exhale, fold. Stand up, sweep up all the way. And dive it all the way back down. Right foot steps back. Inhale, runner's lunge. Downward facing dog, push back. Shift forwards, high plank, breath in. Chaturanga, resist the floor, bend halfway. Upward facing, inhale, lift the knees, squeeze the thighs. Downward facing, exhale. Big inhale through your nose. Big exhale out your mouth. We'll run through a few sun A's with a little add-on. Lift your heels, lift your hips. Exhale, bend your knees, look forwards. Get your feet to your hands as soft as you can. Step or hop. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, send your hips back, sweep your arms forwards and up. Take a breath in. On your breath out, sweep your arms back like airplane. I'm gonna call this chair plane today, so palms push up. You might even lift the heels. On your inhale, stand all the way up, arms rise. Exhale, fold all the way down. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, down dog, however you want to get there, perhaps hopping to chaturanga or stepping back to chaturanga. Lift your heels, your hips. Bend your knees, look forwards. As light as you can, get your feet forwards. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, breath in. Chair plane, breath out, sweep your hands back. Stand up, inhale. Exhale, take it down. Flat back, inhale, heart forwards. Plant your palms, bend your knees, chaturanga, step or hop. Up dog is your breath in. Down dog is your breath out. So as we do this, see if you can build a rhythm with your breath, one breath per movement. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forwards. Step forwards or hop forwards. Flat back as you arrive, breath in. And breath out, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Chair plane, exhale, sweep the hands. Stand up, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Flat back, inhale, plant your palms. Exhale is chaturanga. Upward facing, breath in. Downward facing, breath out. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, exhale, hop or step forwards. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, sweep it back. Stand up, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. And downward facing. One more, heels up, inhale. Bend your knees, look forwards. Feet to your hands. Follow your breath, flat back. Forward fold. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, fold forwards. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Option to take a break or to take a few more rounds on your own, either with the chair pose or without it. If you're continuing to flow, you might choose to even close your eyes at any point. This is why in yoga we repeat and we, in vinyasa yoga, move breath by breath, because you might notice that as you begin to find a flow that's really familiar, it's easier to kind of lose yourself in the movement and think about it a little bit less, think in general a little bit less.
Are there any like wrist strengthening exercises you can do to make like
It takes time.
Yeah.
They will. Anything that's like grip strength.
Yeah.
I think it's less to your wrists and probably more your forearms.
Yeah.
But yes, there are
like a little like weight
like this thing
Mm-hmm.
you can do. I think you've probably done that with me before.
I don't think so.
I'll show you that after. But yeah, there are things that we can talk about.
I was like,
It could also be, I mean, the more you strengthen other areas of your body too, the more that'll help like absorb the weight, like your shoulders and your chest.
And it's like famously bad upper body strength, so it's probably part of it.
So beginning to start to slow it down. You will wind up either in a down dog or a child's pose or a seat, somewhere you can be still once you've stopped moving. But just notice how it felt to bring that sense of rhythm into your breath, breathing steady and slow, and see if you can hold on to that, even as you're still, and even as we move through the rest of class. All right, for the next piece, we're gonna come onto our backs before we move forwards, and you're gonna grab 2 blocks. Just grabbing some block substitutes, okay. All right, so you'll take your 2 blocks or your massive stack of DVDs like I have, and you'll come to a seat, and you'll place your blocks on either side of your, just behind your hips, just a little bit behind your hips. And then come to a boat pose, so balancing on your sit bones, your legs reach forwards, your hands reach forwards, and try not to round. So you're trying to slouch. You're trying to instead lift the chest. And then cross your right ankle in front of the left. Start to lean forwards. Press your hands onto the blocks. Lift your hips. And as you lift your hips, see if you can also lift your feet. Maybe for just a hot second. And then come back to your boat pose. And then second side, left ankle crosses. Lean forwards, push your hands into the block so it comes from the low belly. So you're scooping from the abs, the very bottom of your belly. Lift the hips, push, and then see if you can squeeze the belly in like cat pose. Lift the feet. Yes. Boat pose. One more each way, right ankle crosses. Lean forwards, hands under your blocks, lift the hips, lift the feet. Hips down, boat pose. Last one, left ankle crosses, lean forwards, push into the blocks, lift your hips, lift your feet. If you're a super pro here, you would shoot the feet back and come into chaturanga. 100% not gonna work for me today, but maybe it will for you. Either way, chaturanga and then down dog. So I'm just shifting the blocks aside. If you wanna skip the chaturanga, that's fine. Come to down dog. So essentially the goal is to start to learn how to use the strength of your core and the low belly and what yogis call Uddiyana Bandha, fun word to say, to lift your hips off the floor. All right, reach your right leg up and back, take a breath in. And breath out, step forwards, right foot between your hands, warrior two, send the left heel down and open up. Reverse it, inhale. Side angle is your exhale. Left arm over your ear, big side body stretch. And then start to reverse your triangle, straighten the right leg, go up and back. Turn the right toes in, and then grab the left leg with your right hand. Reach the left arm up. You're gonna twist. And try to tug on that left leg and lift your chest a little bit more, lean the left shoulder back. Take an inhale. Exhale, left arm crosses over the right. You're making an X, so grab opposite leg. You might need to bring your feet closer together, that's fine. Just let your head drop. And then complete the wrap of the arms, so find eagle arms. You're just wrapping the forearms together. Start to bend your knees, turn your toes out, heels in, goddess pose. Sitting a little bit lower, try to push the knees open a little bit more. And then release your goddess, cactus the arms. Stand up, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Crawl your hands to the top of the mat, lizard lunge. Walk your right foot all the way to the outside of the mat, outside edge of the mat. And then tap your left knee down, but keep the toes tucked. In our lizard lunge, we're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So on your inhale, reach the chest forwards. You might even have blocks under your hands. On your exhale, push your hands into the floor, lift your hips, round the spine, but keep the right knee bent. Tap the left knee down, inhale, think cow pose, heart lifts. Exhale, you round. Can you find the core here, lifting the belly? One more, left knee taps, inhale. And exhale, think scooping the belly up. Tap the left knee down, twisted quad stretch, right arm circles back, grabs the left foot. You might take your left hand on the block for this. Take an inhale through your nose. And exhale, right hand to the floor. Shift your hips back. It's a wide half split. So lengthen the right leg and just drop your head back. And then bend back into the right knee. Find your way back to down dog. If you want the chaturanga, you can take it or you skip it. Second side, left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through. Warrior two, right arm circles you open. Reverse it, inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. Left hand to left elbow to left thigh, right arm over your ear. Try to lean back and lift the right side of your chest a little bit more. And then start to reverse your triangle, tip up and back, straighten the left leg. Turn your left toes in, grab a hold of the right leg with your left hand, just into the back of your mat, right arm rises. Give that leg a tug, lift the right shoulder a little bit more. One more inhale. Exhale, right arm crosses over, make an X. Maybe you shorten your base any amount. Drop your head for a moment. And then complete the clasp for eagle arms, so wrap the forearms together. Turn your heels in, bend the knees, come up to goddess pose. Try to lift the elbows up in line with your nose. Sit a little bit lower. Cactus your arms, so open up, bring the shoulder blades together, and then stand up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the waist, fold forwards. Crawl your hands to the top of the mat, find a lizard lunge. Left foot wiggles a little bit wider. Tap your right knee down, but keep the toes tucked. Maybe grab a block for this. Take an inhale, think cow pose, reach the chest forwards. And then exhale, think cat, round. Push the ground away so you can lift your hips. Two more, right knee taps, inhale, heart opens. And then exhale, use the low belly to lift the hips higher. Squeeze the belly. Right knee goes down, inhale. And exhale to round. This Time as you inhale, tap the right knee down, send the left arm back. Find that twisted quad stretch. You can also simply take an open twist or take the left hand inside the left knee. And one more breath in. Breath out, left hand inside the left foot. Half split, shift your hips all the way back. And then bend back into the left knee. Find your way back to down dog. So switching it up for the second sequence, this will feel a little bit familiar to the beginning of class. Sweep your right leg up and back, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open that hip. Take a breath in, twist it, right knee to the left tricep. See if you can twist only with the leg, so the chest is forwards, and then fall in triangle, shoot the right leg out, peel the left arm up. Use those left obliques to lift. Maybe you experiment with lifting the right foot. What would it take to lift the right foot off of the mat any amount? Left arm over your ear. Take the left hand down, cross the right ankle in front. Right ankle in front of the left for down dog. Squeeze the legs together. And then look forward, step the right foot forwards. Tap the left knee down, low lunge, sweep the arms up. Squeeze the left glute so you're not just sinking into the hips and the low back. Take a breath in. Breath out is pyramid pose. Hands come to the floor. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and spin the left heel down. So you're folding over the right leg. Hands might be on blocks here. And just drop your head. Think of pulling the right hip back a little bit. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, look forwards. You might take your blocks with you, warrior three. If you're using your blocks, it's supported. Blocks are on the highest height under both shoulders. Or you can have hands at heart center, or maybe reaching both hands forwards. Right hand finds the block, half moon pose. Left arm reaches up. Think of leaning back, and then lift that left leg up even higher to open the left hip. High lunge, tap your left toes all the way back, circle the left arm down and up. And then right into a twist, hands to your heart, turn to the right. Left elbow outside right thigh. Straighten the left leg, push the left heel back so you can lengthen your entire spine, reach the heart forward. You might look down for balance. We're coming right into a twisted chair, so gently step the left foot forwards to meet the right foot. And then once you make it there, sit a little bit lower. Lift your heart up towards your thumbs. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. You might shake out the legs. And then as you stand up, bring your right knee into your chest. So stand up, hug the right knee in. You can give it a hug with both hands, pull it in a little bit tighter. And then eagle. So wrap the right leg over and then the right arm under. Right leg over, right arm under. Sit a little bit lower. Try to lift your elbows up in line with your nose. Find cat pose in the low back, so scoop the belly in and lengthen the tailbone down. And then squeeze the legs together. So find your inner thighs, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the legs. Take a breath in. On your breath out, round the spine, elbows in towards your belly button, just one time. As you lift up, release the right leg, right knee into your chest. Exhale, chair plank, step the right foot down, unwind your arms, push back. Stand up, inhale. And exhale, fold forwards. Flat back, inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, down dog, chaturanga, maybe a crow pose. Lots of options, however you want to get back to down dog. If you're trying out crow pose, it's a really great time to think about the drill that we did with boat pose, pushing your hands on the blocks, lifting your hips. lifting your feet. You want to see if you can find that same feeling in the low belly that allows your feet to lift off the floor. Like really deep in the belly, you're sucking it up and in. Nice, Joel. All right, down dog. Meet me there. We'll run through the second side. Nice. Oh, careful. That's what happens though when you shift forwards, which is what you're supposed to do. It looks good. All right, left leg up. And then bend the knee, open the hip, okay? Yeah. Sorry, I almost kicked you in the face. Take a breath in. Left knee, right tricep. Fallen triangle, shoot that left leg out, peel the right arm up. Try to lift the hips a little bit higher. That'll take some weight out of the left wrist if you really squeeze the left obliques. Maybe you think about what would it take to lift the left foot. What would it take? I'll tell you, it takes inner thigh, it takes outer left hip. Good. Right arm over the ear, left foot crosses over the right in your downward dog. And then look forward, step the left foot forwards. Tap the right knee down, low lunge. Big inhale. Exhale for pyramid pose, hands to the floor. Lengthen the left leg. Ground the right heel down. You might have your hands on a block. See if you can lengthen the left hip backwards any amount more. And then flat back, inhale. Exhale is warrior three, bend into the left leg, push into the left foot to lift. Your chest, your torso, the right leg are all parallel to the floor. So that means you have to lift the heart forwards like an upward facing dog in order to avoid collapsing the chest. You lift the fronts of the shoulders away from the floor. And then let's open up to a half moon. So left hand comes down, it might find a block. And then right arm reaches up. And then you have to push that right leg up to open up even more. Outer right hip engages. Slowly find your way into high lunge, right toes step back, right arm circles down and up. And then you come right into a twist, right elbow outside left thigh. And to get deeper into your twist, you want to think about lifting the chest up to the thumbs. You might look down at the floor for balance. Slowly step forwards, twisted chair. Right foot meets the left. And then once you get it, you sit even lower, and then you lift your chest even more. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale, you might shake out the legs. And then as you stand up, bring the left knee up with you. You can give it a hug. Squeeze it in. And then eagle. Left leg over. Left arm under. Sit a little bit lower, let the tailbone lengthen down. See if you can pull the belly in any amount more. So that uses the same action of low belly to lift the hips off the floor. Take a breath in. Round. Elbows to your belly. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the legs together. As you lift your arms up, left knee comes in. Chair plane, step the left foot down, sweep the arms back, open the chest. Inhale, stand. And exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, maybe another crow pose, maybe a chaturanga. We'll meet in down dog. So a tip to avoid launching forwards and falling forwards in your crow pose is to grip with the fingertips. You want to grip so much that your fingertips start to turn white. You're using them as little brakes to catch you so you don't fall too far forwards. I feel a little too hot to concentrate.
I know, I'm like, oh.
They're saying it's too hot in here to concentrate, but most of you would be in an 85, 90 degree room right now. So you can tell my roommates that they need to buff up a little bit.
This is why we've never seen Saturday.
All right, so we've got a little break, so feel free to come to a child's pose or a seat to catch your breath. grabbing some water as well. Just found like a Jesus thing under there. What? A Jesus thing. Okay, the things in this room.
What?
I think we should do show and tell of things that we find in this room.
I can show the 5 bugs that I already killed.
How are we doing so far? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Okay. Butts up? Thanks, Emily. All right, so for this last sequence, we're gonna kind of mush the two together that we just did. So it's gonna start very similar to the last one, and then we'll mush in the first one. So it'll be a longer version of both of them together. All right, so we'll start in downward dog. Lift your right leg up and back, take a breath in. Bend the knee, open the hip. See if you can lift the right knee up even higher here. So stretch out that right hip before we're about to close it. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist, right knee, left tricep. Fall in triangle. Maybe you never put the right foot down. Maybe it hovers this whole time. Left arm over your ear, big breath in. Cross the ankles, right foot in front of the left, hips go back. Shift forwards, plank pose. And then send your heels to the left this time, side plank. Left arm rises. Look forwards. This is tricky because our ankles are crossed. You've got to step the right foot forward, so take it slow. You kind of have to turn and do step. And then high lunge, sweep the arms up once you get there. Big inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose. Definitely use a block here in your pyramid pose. You'll need it in a moment. For now, just fold forwards. Think of lengthening the right hip back. And then take the block on the inside of the right foot. Place your left hand on the block. Take your right hand, your right fingers, put it inside the right hip crease. And then flat back, inhale, heart goes forwards. Gently move the right hip back. And then start turning to the right. So the right hip lengthens backwards, 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 and you lift the chest, maybe the right arm lifts. And there's some core engagement here, so you're pulling the belly button in and using that to twist a little bit deeper. Look down at the floor for balance. Shift the left block forwards under your left hand, bend into the right knee, you lift the left leg. Revolved half moon. Probably one of my least favorite poses. Right into a twisted high lunge. So left foot steps all the way back, hands to heart center, take the left elbow upside the right thigh. Look down, twisted chair pose, left foot meets the right, step forward slowly, gently. And this time we stand up with the twist. So lift the right heel and then push into the left foot to stand all the way up. Once you get there, you open your arms, right arm goes back. Left hand can grab the knee or it can grab the outside of the foot. And then eagle, right arm circles down, forwards, under the left arm, and then the right leg wraps over. Sink the hips. Squeeze the legs together, take a breath in, and breath out, elbows round. Pull your belly button in. On your inhale, lift up, right knee lifts. Exhale, chair plane, unwind your arms, sweep back, maybe lift the heels. Listen carefully. As you inhale, left knee comes up and in, arms rise. Exhale, warrior two, open yourself up, step back. Reverse it, inhale. Exhale, side angle. So here's that first sequence. Reverse your triangle, straighten the right leg, inhale, turn it into a twist. Grab your left leg with the right hand, left arm rises. Lift the left shoulder, lift the chest. And then cross the left arm over the right. And then complete the wrap, eagle arms, heels in, bend the knees, goddess pose. Cactus the arms, bust it over, bring the shoulder blades together, push into your feet, stand up. Exhale, fold forwards. Crawl your hands forwards, lizard lunge. And this time, your choice. Left knee can be up or down. Your hands can be down, or you might take your forearms down on the floor or on block. Just a couple of breaths here. See if you can get any deeper in your lizard lunge. And always thinking about lengthening the spine here, so sending the left heel back and then reaching the chest forwards, but keeping tension out of your neck. And bring your hands down to the floor if you came onto your forearms, and tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. If you brought the left knee down, just angle it so you can show better. And then we're gonna try to get deeper here. So the goal is to take your right hand and step it outside the right foot. But you really wanna think of this right leg as almost like a backpack strap over the right shoulder. So see if you can wiggle it even further underneath. I like to push into the back of my right shin so I can get my right shoulder underneath as much as I can. All right, and then the right hand is outside the right foot. Now, what we want to do here is you want to think of that cat pose spine, so using your low belly to lift. So push into the floor, lift your hips up really high, come onto the left toes, and then see if you can pick up the right foot. Start with the right heel, and then when you lift the right toes, you point them in. Ooh, so you're kind of wrapping this right leg around the right arm, and then it's just chaturanga. So you shift forwards, bending the elbows, lifting the left leg. This is flying, flying lizard. And another thing to mention here, so it's not just the right leg kind of wrapping around the right arm, but it's also this back leg here. You want to think of warrior three, right? So the left leg pushes up and you're really engaging this glute. So that's what's going to help you fly in flying lizard. It's hot in here. We do have AC that we could have on right now. We're trapped though. Oh yeah, so sorry, half pigeon. So heel toe the right foot to the left side of the mat. Bring the right knee down. Tuck the left toes and shift your hips back. I think it's better kind of hot anyway. We get sweaty and we get a good workout. Not that we wouldn't in middle school, but I like to chat about this stuff.
Turn the heat on.
Let's not go that far. So just a few breaths and half pigeon. Crawl your hands to the floor, and then just slide onto your right hip, and you'll bring the left leg forwards. So you're here at the beginning of class, this like seated tree pose shape. Take your left hand to your left foot and side bend, right arm over your ear. Just drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And then come up to a seat. And take your arms, wrap them underneath this knee shape. So you're holding underneath the right foot, underneath the right knee, and just kind of wiggle it out to the right a few times. So we're working up towards compass pose at the moment. Take your left hand, wrap it over the right foot. So grab the outside edge of the foot. And then your right arm, this is where it gets funky. The right arm wraps all the way under the right leg. And then you push this right foot, or this right hand into the floor, and you kick. You kick into the left hand, bringing this straight in the right leg. And then once you start kicking with the leg, you think upward facing dog with the chest. You lengthen the spine, and eventually you turn to look under the left arm. So you're kicking, and then you're lifting the chest, you're twisting to the left. It's a lot, I know. And then you start to release the kick. So let go, but just let the right leg drape over the right arm. And just like we did in lizard lunge, see if you can get it up a little bit higher, like a backpack strap. Now, I'm not super flexy, so I can't get my knee all the way up here. I think ideally it would be here, but like Not a big deal, I can still do what we're about to do. So don't worry about it if you can't get it too far. And then you let go and you place your hands on the floor. I gotta lean all the way forward to get my hands down. If you're this far, you're already halfway there. Now, next step is to take the left leg, lift the left leg up, cross the ankles. And you don't just let the left leg hang here, you really wrap the feet together, just like eagle. Now what's gonna happen is my legs are gonna go to the right and my body's gonna go to the left because I have to balance. So I have to find, I'm not just going forwards and I'm not just going up. I'm going a little bit to the left. So what we do is we squeeze the legs together, lean forwards and to the left, lean onto the left hip, push into your hands, think chaturanga, lift, and then shoot the legs out to the right. And then squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the legs together. I see you, Chelsea. Just gonna. So sweaty. Yeah, it's harder with shorts on. That's why we made the mistake of wearing white shorts when I taught on Friday, yesterday, and I was very sweaty. Helps to have an extra layer here. But the idea is kind of like in boat pose, where you'd be like rocking and lifting, right? It's all about this action right here in the low belly. So I'll show you it again, and then we'll do the second side. So if you're here, you're already pretty much there. It's just a matter of learning how to make these small muscle contractions to lift the hips. So you lean forwards, plant the palms, left ankle over. You really have to wrap them tightly. And you're thinking of using a little bit of momentum to go forwards and to the left, forwards, left, leaning onto your left hip. So forwards, lean to the left, and then you push. And if you notice, kind of as I lift my hips, my butt kind of goes back a little bit. So I'm leaning forwards with the chest and my butt goes back. And that's how I'm like finding this delicate, active balance to stay up. So play with that if you want. And then we'll start the second side. So down dog as you're ready. It's not okay. Again, another thing. It's very similar to the feeling of crow pose. So if you work on your crow, eventually other arm balances like this will become a little bit more accessible, but we'll talk through it on the second side as well. All right. Left leg lifts up, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. A few extra breaths here. Just take a big, big stretch. Try to lift the left knee up a little bit higher. And then inhale. Exhale, twist, left knee, right tricep. Fall in triangle, but maybe the left leg stays up the whole time. And then right hand down, cross the left ankle in front of the right. Pause here in down dog. And then you shift forwards and side plank, left hand down, right arm rises. This step forwards is tricky, there's a twist to it. Look forwards, left foot steps forwards as the right hand comes down. High lunge, inhale, stand all the way up. And then pyramid pose, make sure you have your block ready to go. So ground the right heel down. Outer left hip moves back. Take the block, place it probably the highest height inside the left foot. Place your right hand on the block. And then left fingers hook in the left hip crease. Lengthen the spine for flat back. Inhale, pull the left hip back, start to turn to the left. And then maybe you lift the right arm. Think about really pushing into this left foot to move the left hip back a little bit more. And then look down, shift forwards, block shift forwards, lift the right leg. Revolve half moon. To twisted lunge, right toe steps back, right elbow outside the left thigh. Look down to the floor, twisted chair pose, right foot steps forwards. Start to stand up, so pop the left heel, push into the right foot, lift up with your twist. And then once you get there, you open your arms. You might grab the outside of the left foot, straighten the leg. And then eagle, left arm circles down and under the right arm, left leg wraps over. So this is a good place to practice that squeeze of the legs that you need in both your flying lizard and your angle pose, which is the second arm bounce that we did, astavkrasana. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the legs together, round the elbows in. Inhale as you lift the left knee with you. Exhale, chair plane, left foot steps down, sweep the arms back, open the chest. Inhale, right knee lifts, arms rise. Warrior two. Reverse, inhale. Side angle is your exhale. Reverse your triangle, straighten the left leg, inhale, turn it right into a twist. Left hand grabs the right leg, right arm rises. And then right arm crosses over the left, you make an X. Wrap the forearms, last goddess pose, heels in, bend the knees. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Stand up, inhale. And exhale, fold forwards. Lizard lunge, crawl your hands forwards. Set it up how you would like to start. However you did on the first side. Right knee is up or down, you're on your hands, or you might come to forearms. Maybe another twisted quad stretch if you like that. I'm sorry. All right, so let's get a little bit deeper into lizard lunge. Pick up the right knee and come back up onto your hands. And then we're thinking of getting the left leg over the left arm, any amount. So I like to push into the back of my left shin and just see how much I can wedge my left shoulder under the left knee. And then we step the left hand outside the left foot. Pretty deep into lizard. So the idea here also is you're using the strength of this left leg to squeeze in. The left leg really hugs in like you would an eagle. So push into your hands, find that cat pose in the spine, lift the hips as high as you can, pull the belly in, lift the left heel, and then lift the left toes, point them in, point them back. And then you look forwards, chaturanga, bend the elbows. You're basically already in it. Once you get the left toes up, all you have to do is find the right balance of leaning forwards and then pushing the right leg back. So you play with that for a moment or two, perhaps. Eventually there's a half pigeon. That's where we'll meet. Bring your hands back to the floor, slide onto your left hip, bring the right leg forwards. Just starting with a side bend, right hand to your right foot, left arm over your ear. And then come up to a seat. You're just cradling the left leg, so hands go under the leg, under the knee, and just start to wiggle it open a little bit to the left. And then we start with compass pose. So right arm wraps over the left foot, grabs the outside of the left foot. Left arm reaches under the left knee, push the left hand down, and then you find the kick. So kick the left leg into the hand,
And then in addition to the kick, you find the lift in the chest. So it's like upward facing dog, lengthening the spine. This side is very uncomfortable for me. Not as good on this side, but you're ultimately twisting to the right and seeing if you can look under the right arm. All right, slowly let the kick go, but keep the left knee bent over the left arm, and you might even see if you can find this backpack strap a little bit higher. It's okay if it slides down, it will do that. But ultimately you do want to kind of squeeze the left knee in a little bit, so give that a little bit of squeeze so it stays somewhat in its place. And then you lean forwards, you place your hands on the floor. My belly, my core is already starting to work here. I can feel it as I lean forwards and I try to keep this leg in. Right leg lifts, you cross the ankles. You really wrap them tightly together, and remember there's some momentum to it. So I'm going forwards and to the right, and then my legs go to the left. Forwards and to the right, hips lift, I lean forwards, my hips go back, and then I squeeze the legs together. So you're moving forwards to the right, chest forwards, hips back. So you're almost not even thinking about your legs. Your legs kind of act here as a counterbalance. So you just have to find, how do I position my chest to counterbalance my legs? And then once you feel exactly where that place is, then you're able to lift. It's my favorite arm balance. It's called astavkrasana, or 8-angle pose. It's a really fun one and it looks really cool once it happens. How are you guys doing? Doing okay? Nice. All right, so let's come to the belly. Unless you want one more chaturanga, you can take one. We're gonna wind up on our bellies. Start to slow it down. Just rest here for a moment, so you can take your hands palm over palm, just rest your forehead down. And then take your left hand under your left shoulder and half cactus your right arm. So the right elbow bends halfway. And then look at the right elbow and make sure it's not underneath the shoulder. You want it in line with or slightly above the right shoulder. Look to the left, push into your left hand, stack the left hip over the right. Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry. So the goal here is a stretch in your pec, so the front of the right side of your chest. You might kind of play with the best positioning for you to get the best sensation here. I like to step my left foot behind me and push a little bit into my left hand. Then come back onto your belly. We'll take the second side. So right hand under your right shoulder, left elbow bends. Make sure you look at the left elbow first. You want it to be just slightly above the left shoulder. And then look to the right, push into your hand and stack the hips. Maybe you step the right toes behind you. Please. Try to relax your head. And find the best orientation for you to get the best stretch in the left chest. I'm just feeling it up. Really good. I feel it a lot in my deltoid, the back of your shoulder, top of my shoulder. We'll come back onto your belly. I can stay there. And reach your hands towards the back of the room, back of the mat, and interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. So just make a clasp with your hands. And take notice of which thumb is on top. Mine's the left thumb. And then for locust pose, roll your shoulders back and down. Hold the clasp of your hands back and then lift your chest. So squeezing the shoulder blades together, shoulders lower away from the ears, and you look down your nose, so looking down at the mat, keeping the back of the neck long. Maybe you add the legs, using the strength of the glutes and the hamstrings to lift as opposed to the low back. Take one more breath in. Breath out, release your hands, take your right cheek down to the floor, and just pause here. And we'll do the second side, so turn your nose to face the floor, clasp the hands, take the opposite thumb on top that you just had. And then shoulders roll back and down, lift the chest. Use the clasp of your hands to open the shoulders a little bit more. Maybe you add the legs. One more inhale. And exhale, come down. Left cheek down, release the hands. All right, one more. Hands back to the, reach to the back of the mat. This time, bend the knees. So see if you can bring your heels in to touch your butt. Reach the hands back, lift your chest up, grab the ankles both at once. And then once you got them, kick. Kick into your hands, lift the chest. Bow pose. Really good opener for the shoulders and the pecs. The more you kick, the more of an opening you get. One more inhale. And exhale, let it go. Either cheek down, just sway your shins side to side. And then you'll flip over onto your back. And we'll take one or two back bends on the back. And I'll leave it up to you to decide what you would like to do. So you could either take a supported bridge and stay there for a few moments. Or you could take two bridge poses, two wheel poses, really any configuration of final back bends on the back that you would enjoy. And just notice if at this stage in class you tend to always do the exact same thing. You just always grab a block and go right for the supported bridge. Or maybe on the flip side, you always take wheel pose. Try to notice what is a habitual pattern versus making conscious choices that work best for your body in the moment. Eventually, once you're ready to come down after doing one or two back bends on your back, you'll hug your knees into your chest. And then just let both knees fall off to the right. A really gentle twist, let that left arm open. You'll come back in, back to center, and just let the knees fall to the left, opposite side. And come back to center, and your choice of a final pose to help you complete your practice. Could be a happy baby, Could be an inversion of some kind, a shoulder stand, headstand, supported inversion, legs up the wall, something symmetrical.
And eventually, once you feel like you have had enough, once you feel ready to let go, you'll set up whatever a Shavasana will look like for you today. Whatever is feeling good on your body. Could be legs forwards, palms face up. Maybe you make a big starfish shape and you take up as much space as possible. Or perhaps it's something else. Maybe you grab props. Maybe you grab a blanket for your eyes. Or maybe you're seated just somewhere that you're still. Closing your eyes. And take a big inhale through your nose, fill up all the way in, all the way up. And exhale. Shavasana. Bring your hands to rest somewhere on your body. And start to breathe a little bit deeper. And bringing more awareness to your body and to the space that you're in. And begin to bring your feet to the floor. And hug your knees into your chest. And however you'd like to, find your way to a tall seat facing forwards. You might keep your eyes closed for just one more moment. And bring your hands together at the center of your heart. Feeling gratitude for the fact that we are able to practice together. Even if we're not physically together, this connection still very much exists. And lift your thumbs up to the center of your forehead. We'll bow to each other in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you, guys.